Hello, welcome to my online Pilates program, Building the Core for a Better Ride. My name is Katrine and I'm very happy that you can join me today. So before we start with our workouts, let me talk you through a little bit of technique and a little bit of the terminology that I am using, so you know exactly what I'm talking about throughout the workouts. It's very important to have our breathing connected with every exercise in Pilates, and as a general rule we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, and there will be a specific breathing pattern for every exercise that I will explain to you when we come to it. As a general rule, you breathe out on the effort, but it might vary a little bit, so I'll talk you through it when we get there. When it comes to engaging our core, everybody calls that slightly different. What I talk about is what I call the abdominal connection. The abdominal connection is the connection from our ribs down to our hips. So our lower ribs down towards our hips. So this abdominal connection lengthens when you inhale, and then when you exhale, it shortens and contracts and engages. So inhale to lengthen the distance between the lower ribs and the hips, and exhale to shorten. We'll practice that in a moment. You can also have the feeling that your hip bones move towards each other a little bit. So if you pop your fingers onto your hips, and then you walk them in a centimeter, and now you have the feeling that you want to draw them in towards each other slightly. You feel a little tightening underneath your fingers, and that's your transversus abdominals, your TA muscles engaging, and they form a very important part of your lower abdominal muscles and your core. Okay, let's come onto our mats in what I call our starting position. So we have our knees bent, our feet seat bone distance apart, and feet and knees nicely aligned with our hips. We're going to come down onto our backs. So rest your head on the mat, arms by your side with the palms facing the mat. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your shoulder blades are nice and flat on the mat. Your collarbones are long. Your chin is slightly tucked in, so your neck is relaxed. Now, we differ between two spinal positions, and I call them neutral spine and imprinted spine, okay? So at the moment I am in neutral spine. That means that there is a little hollow underneath my lower back, so you can see that I can fit my hand between my lower back and the mat, okay? So that is my neutral spine. Whenever I bring both feet off the mat, for example in this position here, which is called tabletop, I want to imprint my spine onto the mat to support my lower back, okay? So in order to imprint my spine, I will engage my abdominal connection. I will sink my belly button down towards the spine, and I will press my whole lower back into the mat and fill that little hollow. So now I cannot fit my hand underneath my lower back anymore. Okay? So neutral spine and imprinted spine. Neutral spine and imprinted spine. Okay, so let's practice that a little bit. We're going to practice our breathing and engaging our abdominal connection, and then we're going to progress into imprinting our spine. So take your hands and put them onto your lower abdomen with your thumbs on the lower part of your rib cage, your pinkies on your hips, and your index fingers are just meeting in your belly button, resting on your belly button. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed, your collarbones are long, shoulder blades nice and flat, and chin is tucked in. Okay, we're going to inhale and just feel how the distance between thumbs and pinkies gets a little bit longer. And exhale, draw the ribs down towards the hips and feel how the thumbs move slightly down towards your pinkies. Inhale. Allow the abdominal connection to lengthen and exhale. Engage the abdominal connection. Shorten the distance between thumbs and pinkies. Again, inhale to lengthen and exhale to shorten. Okay, inhale. And then exhale, and we're going to add on and imprint our spine. We're going to exhale to draw the ribs down. Thumbs move a little bit towards the pinky. Sink the belly button down towards the spine. Feel that little hollow and imprint your spine onto the mat. And then inhale to allow the abdominal connection to lengthen and relax. Again, exhale through the mouth. Draw the ribs together and down towards your hips. Sink the belly button. Feel that little hollow and inhale to relax back into neutral spine. One more time, exhale, imprint and inhale into neutral spine. So when you're imprinting your spine, your belly button will sink towards the mat and your pubic bone will come slightly up. But make sure that you're not just tilting your pelvis and engaging the wrong muscles. It comes from your abdominal connection, working hard, really engaging, and then drawing that belly button in and back into neutral spine. Good job. Okay, let's begin with our first workout.